Good morning. Welcome to the meditation live stream. This is Scott, day after the Christmas holiday. Hope you're doing well and that you are in a good space. Here on my channel, we're working with a meditation practice that works with the different dimensions of our being. And because we live in a world that is different now than it used to be when mindfulness worked. Mindfulness still works, of course, but not in the way that we need it to. We've needed to upgrade our mindfulness, sort of like mindfulness 2.0. And we need to work with the dimensions of our being, our body, our emotions, our mind, and our relationships. And because things are more connected, faster, and digital than the old days, and because things are more connected, fast, and digital, we need to transform and adapt to the world we live in. Now, it's one thing to heal a person, but then place him or her back into the world where they get sick again so quickly, because the world is toxic. So you can take her away from the world, have her become totally whole and healed, but then she'll have to go back into the world, he or she, hypothetically, whoever, and deal with a sick world. And I've often thought about this, especially during my time away recently. And I think if we work with practices such as awareness, but also understand resistance in our life, we have a greater impact on the kind of adaptation that we possess for the new world, for the world that we're inheriting, for the world that we are becoming, and most importantly, the world that we are a part of, not separate from. And it's very easy, I think, to believe that we do our contribution doesn't matter. Our contribution falls short, maybe. But it's simply not true, because we are connected in a way that we don't understand, not necessarily in a cognitive way. That when one person changes, or when two people gather, there's a resonance that resonates between people. And there's this space that also transforms and ripples out. And because human beings all have a nervous system, it's impacted by that change, however small. And every small change matters. You know, every small difference in your life matters. You know, a small gesture of kindness in your life, I'm sure you can recall very quickly. Or a change that you've made. Perhaps you've overcome an addiction. Perhaps you've left a toxic situation, job, relationship, and you've worked on yourself and you've gotten to a place of understanding. This matters because it's something that is real. We can only go to the depth of reality in ourselves and resonate from there. And that depth and that reality has a spiritual component that impacts all of us. And so it matters in that way. So that being said, we'll start now with practice, beginning with your eyes closed. We'll begin with some deep breaths in through the nose and then out through the mouth. And in breath, feeling your body Out breath, letting go of stress, tension, and resistance. Great. And now allowing your breath to return to your usual way of breathing. Begin to tune into your body and your body's sensations, your physical body. You can feel your body's temperature, tingling, the pulsing, sense of aliveness. We can begin the practice of feeling and softening. So on the in-breath, feeling your body, and then the out-breath, softening, melting down through your body like warm honey, deep into the earth. And everywhere that the honey touches on that out-breath is cleansed, healed, purified, and made whole. Feeling and softening. With each cycle of breath, you get a little bit closer to your body and melt just a little bit deeper into the earth. Bringing your attention up now into your heart, feeling your heart space. In breath, feeling your heart, out breath, softening, expanding your heart, letting go of stress and resistance. contact with your emotions. You can notice what's present for you emotionally right now. And without making your emotions right or wrong, just allowing yourself to feel a little bit in the shared space. You could be feeling any of the 5 main cardinal emotions, giving your life direction, like anger, sadness, fear, joy, or shame. And just noticing what you're feeling in the shared space. Very good. And then bringing your attention up now into your head, feeling your head on the in-breath, and on the out-breath, softening and releasing tension on the out-breath in and around your skull, letting go of stress and resistance in your head on the out-breath. If you like, you could breathe into the third eye space between your eyebrows or your crown, the top of your head, whatever feels correct for you. And just feeling and softening in and around your head. And coming in contact with your thoughts, you can notice how busy and active your mind is. And just learning to practice remaining uninvolved with your thoughts. It can be useful to come back to feeling your head or your body for grounding and anchoring when you notice that you get pulled into a thought. And then just coming back to feeling your head or your body for grounding. practice a little bit with our eyes open, gently opening your eyes and allowing the work we did to remain present and not evaporate. You can, if you like, take your thumb and grab it with your hand gently, fingers on top, place that in your lap. Begin practicing in the relational space. So every relationship has an inside and an outside. It's possible to learn to feel outside and then feel inside. And so on the in-breath, feeling around you, space around you. And then on the out-breath, feeling the space inside you. Just practicing, noticing the difference between feeling outside and then feeling inside. And if you ever notice that you tense up a little bit, this is a good practice to begin to release that tension and that resistance, feeling on the in-breath where you feel tense, and then on the out-breath, letting go of that tension and that resistance. Sometimes resistance and tension creep back in during practice. And you can, if you like, add in qualities to the practice of love, compassion, and gratitude. You can pick one or two or all three. And just practice sending and receiving love, compassion, and gratitude. On the in-breath, feeling love, compassion, and gratitude around you. And then on the out breath, feeling love, compassion, and gratitude towards yourself. And we've got a good number of people on the live streams, sending and receiving to them as well. Sending love, compassion, and gratitude on the in-breath, and then on the out-breath, receiving love, compassion, and gratitude towards yourself. Great. And then from here we can set our prayers and our intentions for the day. I'll be quiet and allow you to do yours. May this work that we do transform our life, offering out blessings of healing and transformation, and ripple out into the community. Amen. Wonderful. Thank you so much for spending time with me, taking time for yourself. And may you be blessed. Have an awesome day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.